Today I'm going to answer some questions on my YouTube channel. Someone wanted to know, can a product with dextrose still be classified as keto? And the answer is technically maybe. It really depends on how much dextrose. Preferably you want carbohydrates that are low glycemic, which means they don't create a huge spike in your blood sugars. Now, the essence of what makes keto is the low carb. The carbs need to be below 50 grams or less per day. And then what's left is moderate protein and high fat. If the fat's high, if your protein is moderate, and your carbs are high, that is not keto. So to really be keto, it has to be low carb. Preferably below 30 grams per day, but it can go up as high as 50 grams. As your carbs become higher and higher above 50 grams, you're going to have less and less ketones. So what you're doing is you're depriving your body of carbohydrates, so then it's forced to burn fat and make ketones out of fat. Now, a carbohydrate is a term to describe fiber, sugar, and starch. Now, let's take a bagel, for example. One bagel is 50 grams of carbohydrate, and a bagel only has 2 grams of fiber. So when you don't have enough fiber, you don't have that buffer for that blood sugar spike. So the lower amount of fiber, the higher the glycemic index. And then in a bagel, you have 7 grams of sugar. I consider that on the high side. If you're going to consume something, you probably want to keep it 2 grams of sugar or less. But 7 grams of sugar, pretty high for one bagel. Now the question is, what is left? What's left is starch. And what a starch is, it's the string of glucose molecules stuck together. And so in the body it's going to break down, and it's going to then spike your blood sugars. And there's some other variables as well, which I don't want to get into in this video. I'll put a link down below for that video. But for example, if you were to eat a raw potato, a lot of it's starch. It won't affect your blood sugars because it's not heated, like if you're going to consume a potato chip or a French fry, or cooked potatoes as in mashed potatoes. The heat breaks down the enzymes which make these glucose molecules very available. So when you eat them, you're going to really spike your blood sugars. Now recently there are so many people coming out with so-called keto-friendly foods, desserts that are really not keto-friendly. So here are some ingredients you'd want to avoid if you see these in the keto-friendly foods. Dextrose, maltodextrin, dextrin, IMO, that stands for isomalto-oligosaccharides. At one time, I thought that was keto-friendly, but I found some data that show that it's not very keto-friendly. I did a video on it. I'll put the link down below. Corn syrup, sugar, raw sugar. Sometimes people think because it's raw, it's keto-friendly. No, that's not true. Tapioca, not keto-friendly. Fructose, coconut sugar, agave nectar, honey, maple syrup, molasses. All of those are not keto-friendly. And of course, avoid pasta, bread, grains, fruit, unless they're berries in certain quantities, corn, and potato. Hey, before you go, if you're benefiting from any of my content, I would love to hear about your success story. Please share it in the link down below.